Welcome to Dallas. We're ready to get underway here. Greetings, everyone. With Darren Pang, I'm Mike Emery.
Electric atmosphere here tonight, Mike. Let's meet tonight's starting goaltenders. For St. Louis, a guy originally picked by the Avalanche, Brent Johnson. And at the other end of the ice, in goal for Dallas, Marty Turco.
Time to drop the puck in Dallas.
Neither team able to get anything going here in the first.
Feeds it across. Along to Mellenby. The Blues rescue the puck. The shot. Cross-ice pass. On the rush. Morrow not getting up.
That's why these guys make the big bucks. They have to withstand some serious punishment.
Draw in the right circle. Arnott races over to get it. With a shot. Pass to Stillman. Feeds it across. Dimitra. He scores! Dimitra with nothing but ice and the goalie in front of him, and he scores. The Stars fighting an uphill battle now.
Dimitra, light on his feet on that play.
Draw in the neutral zone. To Pronger. Over to Dahlin. Left side to Drake. Over to Drake. Cross-ice pass. Left side to Mayers. The shot. Cross-ice to Dahlin. Cross-ice to Turgeon. Over to Mayers. Controlled by Mayers. Cranks it. Over to Malhotra. To Dahlin. Dallas trying to tie it up. Over to Drake. With a shot. Snags it. Smothered by Johnson. A good year for Dallas.
At the beginning of the year, nobody could have predicted this season for the Stars.
Over to Van Ryn. One-timed over to Lehtinen. Moves it ahead. Rink wide to Tkachuk. Short pass to Guerin. Sidor races back to get it. Feeds it across. Across right to Tkachuk. What a hip check.
That was absolutely brutal.
A 3-on-2 here. Across right to Tkachuk. Rink wide to Mellenby. Spins. Rockets one. Snagged by Johnson. Pass to Tkachuk. The Stars looking to even things up. Dumps it into the corner. Across left to Lehtinen. Over to Guerin. Penalty call. And Dallas will go on the power play.
Well, when you rough it up like that, you've got to expect to get called. Nothing special about the power play for Dallas.
St. Louis penalty.
Face-off in the neutral zone. Touch pass to Pronger. Pronger dumps it to the corner. Wide, off the mark. Across right to Guerin. The shot. Pronger shoots it to the corner. McInnes on the hard around. He missed the net. Misses the mark. Quick shot to Arnott. Rink wide to Guerin. Power play time winding down. McInnes on the hard around. Misses the mark. Off target. Passes to Hatcher. Over to Arnott. Feeds it across. Pronger on the hard around. Hard off the board. That'll go wide of the cage. Dallas with the advantage here. Cross-ice pass. Puck ahead to Ferraro. Gathered in by Guerin. Hatcher gathers it in. Draw in the left circle. The Stars rescue the puck. Cross ice to Turgeon. To Turgeon. Over to Tkachuk. In the slot. Tees it out. Off the mark. Hands it to Tkachuk. Rink wide to Mellenby. Over to Tkachuk. Over to Malhotra. Didn't get through. The Blues in the midst of a change. Mellenby with a slap shot. Draw in the left circle. Modano controls the puck. puts it on goal. Cross ice pass to Guerin. St. Louis 1, the Stars 0. Across left to Dimitrov. Feeds it across. Shooting. Clean toe save by Turco. Under 20 seconds remaining in the period. Shot. Touch. Score! They want another look at that when there might have been someone in the crease. That shot will go into the books as a goal. The Stars can ill afford to give up another goal. Draw in the neutral zone. Quick pass to Hatcher. Pushes it up. Dumps it into the corner. And the first period draws to a close.
Number 13.
St. Louis 2, the Stars 0. We're moments away from the start of the second period.
Dallas welcome the intermission just to get a break from the action. We'll see if they can get anything going here.
Taken by Dallas. Wait plays it into the corner. With a wrist shot. Tapped up to Mellenby. Over to Mellenby. Rink wide to Mellenby. Drops it. Hands it to Mellenby. The Blues with the lead. Rink wide to Tkachuk. Rink wide to Modano. Along to Modano. They score! He had nothing but ice and goal-scoring glory ahead of him.
Johnson didn't see it. That puck was powered over him.
Face off in the neutral zone. Moves it quickly to Van Ryn. Across right to Stillman. A long blast. Robbed him. He scores. A quick flurry of goals. And the game is tied.
They didn't give him a chance to catch their breath before they scored again.
Draw at center ice. Across right to Bodine. Chased down by Dallas. He smothers it. They light the lamp quite a bit in St. Louis.
St. Louis clicking on all offensive cylinders this year.
To Pronger. Cross ice pass. Cross ice to Young. Over to Guerin. Left side to Dimitrov. The score is tied. Offside is whistled. Dallas plays well in overtime.
This team really turns it up in overtime.
Sent to Van Ryn. Feeds it across. DeMaio gets control. The wrist shot. Shot sails wide. Play stops as a penalty is called. And St. Louis will be short-handed.
The referees aren't going to let you hook a guy like that anymore. Huge problems on the power play this season for Dallas.
Dimitrov faces off in his own zone. Wait on the hard around. Rebounds off the board. Wide. Off the mark. Scores! Dimitrov gets his third. A couple of visiting fans salute him with the old tradition of throwing hats on the ice. The Blues go out in front.
Oh, it's a great feeling to be able to pour in goals like that. He's enjoying this one.
Dallas with an extra skater. Over to Pronger.
Pavel Dimitrov.
McGinnis dumps it to the corner. Right side to Young. A vicious hip check.
You'll feel that one later.
That'll go wide of the cage. Karam's off the boards. Right side to Young. To Guerin. Rink wide to Young. Dumps it into the corner. That shot's wide. That shot's wide. A drive. Pass to Guerin. Nobody back. Here's a breakaway. Over to Young. Goes to Eastwood. One times it to Guerin. Quick shot. The Stars want to change lines. Over to Mayers. Scores! The Stars have lost control of this game. Face-off in the neutral zone. Dallas behind. Sent to Van Ryn. Advance. He scores! Madonna punches it in on the breakaway.
They thought they had the momentum, but that quick response nullified it.
Face-off in neutral ice.
Number 9.
With a slap shot. Just wide. Matvechuk with the puck. Cross ice pass. Their whistle for icing will go to the other end. Draw to the left of the net. Over to Van Ryn. Cross ice pass. A shot! Gloved it. To Tkachuk. Cross ice pass. It's a breakaway. He scores! He had nothing but ice and goal-scoring glory ahead of him. The Stars have to find a way to climb back in this thing.
A brilliant end-to-end rush ended by a dipsy-doodle by Mellanby.
St. Louis 5, the Stars 3. Into the corner. Misses wide. Out to Eastwood.
Number 37.
Back to touch it, and we'll have an icing against St. Louis.
Number 35. Brent Johnson.
Face-off in the left circle. Picked up by the Stars. To Stillman. Fires! Denied by the Pillows. Turco covers it. He's been lucky enough to have some great opportunities, and he's good enough to capitalize on them. Draw in the left circle. Arnott up with it. Shoots! Tremendous pad save. St. Louis keeping their goals against down.
St. Louis comes at you in waves when you're in the offensive zone.
Puts it on goal. Dallas trailing. Cross ice to Verbeek. Over to Wait. A long blast. He covers it. Mayers faces off in his own zone. Fires! Over to Drake. Cross ice to Drake. Nobody back. Here's a breakaway. They score! The Blues in control now.
What an outstanding individual effort.
Draw at center ice.
Number 25.
Right side to Turgeon. Over to Dahlin. Drives one towards the net. Rebounds off the board.
Dallas Drake. And number 35. Brent Johnson. 1 minute remaining in the second period.
Ferraro faces off in his own zone. Quick pass to Van Ryn. Right side to Stillman. The Blues lead here. 20 seconds left in the period. Misses wide. They score! Sometimes they come in bunches. This lead appears to be insurmountable.
They've got them on their heels, doing what they want in the offensive end.
The draw at center ice. Sent to Pronger. Pass to Lettinen. And we're done with 2 periods of play. St. Louis 7, the Stars 3. Time for the start of the third period.
St. Louis established their dominance early and haven't let up since.
Touch pass to Pronger. Across left to Lettinen. Tkachuk retrieves it. Rockets one. Cross ice pass. Cross ice to Morrow. Cross ice pass. Advance to Madonna. Loads it up and fires. Ferraro faces off in his own zone. Touch pass to Van Ryn. The shot. Cross ice to Stillman. Right side to Young. St. Louis. 7. The Stars. 3. Along to Ferraro. Advance to Arnott. To Dimitra. Right side to Stillman. He presses him.
Holy jumping, what a hit!
Pass to Guerin. Cross ice pass. The Stars change on the fly. Rink wide to Stillman. Over to Stillman. Boucher plays it. Moves it quickly to Boucher. Slap shot. The Stars change up the lines. Stillman races back to get it. Cross ice pass. Over to Stillman. The Blues go for a line change. Sent to Dimitra. Over to Stillman. The Blues change on the fly. To Tkachuk. Cross ice pass. Rink wide to Tkachuk. Across right to Turgeon. Along to Wade. Across left to Mellenby. Dallas, a team that is penalized frequently. Face off to the left of the net. Arnott takes it up ice. Quick shot. Over to Guerin. St. Louis. 7. The Stars. 3. Not so fast. Offside. Face off at center ice. One timed over to Pronger. Across left to Mayers. On goal. Right side to Muller. Taken by Drake. Throws the hip. Cross ice pass. Didn't get through. Matvichuk takes the puck. Dumped into the corner. Off target. Hard off the board. Feeds it across. Cross ice to Drake. Taps it ahead. Pushes it up. Cross ice to Mayers. Mayers on the hard around. Can't find the target. Pass to Lettinen. Cross ice to Morrow. Rink wide to Mellenby. Oh, here's a breakaway all by himself. Face off to the left of the net. Sent to Van Ryn. Shooting. Over to Guerin. Over to Arnott. Dallas trailing. Across left to Guerin. Across right to Young. Shooting to Stillman. To Dimitra. Pass picked off by Halinas. Cross ice to Young. Right side to Stillman. Cross ice to Young. It hit the post.
Oh, you gotta love that post if you're a goalie.
Young retrieves it to Arnott. The Blues in the midst of a change. Finland plays it into the corner. Puck ahead to Guerin. Arnott dumps it to the corner. Can't find the target. Play whistle dead. Penalty coming up. And Dallas will get the man advantage.
He reached out, grabbed a big chunk of jersey, and hauled them down. The power play unit just isn't getting it done for the Stars.
Face off in the right circle. One times it to Pronger. Sent into the corner. Off the board. Just wide. That one off target. The period almost over. The Stars with the extra skater. Drake on the hard around. Off the mark. And that will do it. The Blues pull this one out.
Oh, this was a yawner. I think it was a case of two teams going in different directions.
For Darren Pang, this is Mike Emery. Good night, all.
The third star from the St. Louis Blues, number 25, Sean Podine. The second star from the Dallas Stars, number 9, Mike Magella. And the first star of the game from the St. Louis Blues, number 38, Pavel Dimitra.